Yay! Hey, Agnes.
Hang on a second. Oh my goodness. So my apartment has very bad lighting, so this is like the best
Oh,
lighting we can get.
it's okay. This is what we're working with here too.
Totally. Let me
How
just
are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm pretty good.
Hang on a second. Whoa,
Yeah,
whoa,
you're
whoa.
good.
Yeah. I'm trying to
I know I've
see
never
if,
really done
yeah,
a
I'm trying to
lot.
see if I don't have to, like, I don't really want to be holding the phone. It's really weird. But that's okay. I can go
Yeah,
ahead and hold it.
we'll make it work.
Yeah, totally.
Hey, everyone.
Hey, everybody.
Thanks for joining, guys.
Totally, yeah.
So I'm here with Agnes, and we're gonna do. So we had some questions come in, so we're gonna do a Q&A, and then we're also just gonna chat for a little bit and kind of connect with you guys during this time.
Hmm. I hope everybody is safe and healthy. That's number one.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's a crazy
that's
time.
important.
So,
Yeah, so we're all kind of making it work, but yeah, hopefully
hmm,
everybody is hanging in there and able to kind of take classes they can.
right.
I know it's been a challenge for me personally, but I've seen a lot of people just kind of making their space work, which is really good. So
Hmm, hmm. Are you
yeah,
back in San Diego?
yeah, I'm back in San
Okay,
Diego now, so I've been
awesome.
back for a little over a week now. Yeah,
Hmm,
so
hmm.
it's nice to be back. Yeah.
That's great. Um, I think I don't know. I think that personally, I feel like the dance community has really come together during this time, which is amazing. I see so many people giving, virtual classes. There's so many company classes that you can take right now online.
Hmm. Yeah,
So that's
amazing.
amazing. Yeah, and you also have your own classes.
We do, yeah. So I've been live streaming a couple classes here and there on my Instagram page,
Mm-hmm.
but then we also are off stuff through Academy for Dance. So
Mm-hmm.
I'm doing like kind of one-on-one video submissions. We also have our flexibility course. So we have a really good deal for that.
Mm-hmm.
It's $25. There's payment plans for that for the 60-day challenge.
That's awesome.
Um, Yeah, so to get more details, so like they can kind of have it all condensed in one page, you can just go
Right,
to
right.
academyfordance.com. I'll throw some links in my story and it's in my bio as well. But yeah, there's a lot of free content on there, but then there's also a lot of content that you can participate in. I'm going to start actually doing the 60-day challenge with people.
Mm-hmm.
So if anybody wants to join, I'm going to start
Awesome.
that probably this coming week. So yeah, I think it'll
So
be
what's
fun.
the
Yeah.
60-day challenge?
So it's a flexibility challenge. So there's two different ones. So, um, there's one for like arabesque and extensions.
Mm-hmm.
So you're basically going through this program for 60 days,
Oh, wow.
and you have
Awesome.
you have a walk video, which
Mm-hmm.
is really nice because it's like a conditioning video as well. So you're targeting that, and then you go into a series of stretches, but they're not very long stretches. So you're not spending an hour a day on this. You're
Mm-hmm.
spending maybe 30 minutes max, depending on how long the warm up is. Um, and then there's also a Facebook group for that as well. So then people can
Oh.
kind of follow along, track their progress. So that's kind of fun too.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I did it in the past, but I think I'm going to pick it up and do it again as well. Yeah.
That's amazing. Have you been taking other classes? What are actually somebody actually asked me that question. Yeah, like what are our favorite virtual online classes right now? I don't know
Mm-hmm.
if you've been able to take other classes or you're just doing yours.
Yeah. I did Isabel Boylston and
Mm-hmm.
James Whiteside's class. I think it was
Mm-hmm.
last week or something like that. I really liked their class, so I've
Mm-hmm.
been kind of following along hers. Patricia Zhao has a pretty good one on live stream, like every morning. But and then I've just
Awesome.
been giving myself my own class too. Yeah.
Yeah.
What about you?
I love Luca Masala's class. He's the director
Nice.
of Princess Grace Academy in Monte Carlo, I think. I think so.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think
um,
that's
yeah.
yeah.
And I also love Lloyd Riggins' class. He's the director, he's the associate director for Hamburg Ballet. And his class is
Okay, wow,
very
nice.
different than what I'm used to. Like, it's very different than Vaganova classes, which is what I kind of grew up
Right.
with. And it has this like
Yeah,
expansive
me too.
movement that I really, really like. It's a different kind of quality. So I've been taking his classes a lot. And Dutch National Ballet
Mm-hmm.
has a new class every day. I mean, they're
Oh, really? Okay.
yeah, like oh my God. And then of course Tamara Rojo has so many different
I've
classes.
been seeing her doing, yeah,
Yeah.
I've been seeing her. So I know, I feel like every day, there's just new teachers coming out every day doing it too,
Right.
which is
Everybody is
nice.
a
It's,
teacher
I
right
mean,
now.
right? Like, when would we ever be able to kind of take class from most of these people,
I
honestly?
know. It's amazing. I mean, I guess that's
Exciting.
the
Yeah.
silver lining of the, situation right now that we're able to take class, just from different ballet masters around the world. That's amazing. So, yeah.
Exactly. Exactly. Yeah, I agree. It's pretty exciting.
Awesome.
Let's
Um,
see. I thought,
let's see.
cool.
So, do you have any other tips and resources? As far as I know that you mentioned your stretching stuff, like your
Hmm.
stretching class.
Yeah.
Is there anything else that you can think of as far as like tips and resources to share?
Um, I mean, I've seen Zarly has been sharing quite a bit of stuff they have. So if
Mm-hmm,
you're interested in more live stream daily classes like that, because I know a
mm-hmm,
lot of people like the live streams, they've been kind of creating a nice platform.
mm-hmm,
And then we also have we have some like adult beginner stuff on our page as well, because
mm-hmm,
I always get a lot of questions regarding that. So we have a lot of adult beginner ballet videos.
mm-hmm.
We have some point videos on there as well. So
Oh, that's
yeah, as
amazing.
far as yeah,
Because I
so
think that the
we have a lot
classes that
on.
I've seen so far, sorry, because the
No, you're
classes that I've
good.
seen so far are more geared towards like intermediate and advanced like dancers. So that's
Right,
great that you're doing
right.
something for adults. I mean, I think that's much
I
needed.
agree. Yeah, because
Yeah,
I've been noticing
awesome.
that as well too, and there's such a big realm of adult dancers,
Hmm.
and I get tons of questions about it. So it's,
Hmm.
we want to make sure they can dance as well. So yeah, and then we have I did a workshop with Broche Ballet back in the summer, and we filmed that, and
Hmm.
it was with I did it with students, like teen dancers as well, and then we did it with adult ballet dancers. But yeah, you can purchase it's like $27, and you can see the different classes and follow along with that as well. So that's another option that we have.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I just wrote a blog
Yeah.
on my website about how to make money online while none of us can
Yeah, I
actually
read that. It was
work.
really good.
And I
Yeah,
have
I know.
other upcoming blogs that I'm trying to write as far as like to just share like resources and tips on how to get through this
Right.
really interesting time. It's a very strange time right now.
Right.
But yeah, my website is
It is.
artsyagnes.com. So you can just go ahead and check it out there. If you have any
Mm-hmm.
questions,
She
you
has
can
great
DM me.
stuff.
So yeah, let's go ahead and maybe just answer some of the questions that we got.
Yeah, let's do it. You want
Okay.
me to go first or you?
Yeah, why don't you go first?
Okay, let me pull one up. Let's see. Okay. So someone asked,
Hmm.
they said, what are some tips for turning? I get a little scared when it comes to turning on point.
Mm.
So obviously we're kind of in a weird situation. If you have Marley, that's great. And if you're able to practice turns, awesome. I don't. But I think for turning on point, it's not just a matter of coming to the position. You have to come to that position and continue going up with it, especially
Right.
in point shoes, because you're kind of getting that extra little few inches, right? So, and
Mhm.
you want to be lifting out of the shoe. But even on demi point, you want to come to the position, so come to the passe, but then continue lifting up out of that. I feel like that has it kind of gives you that connection to keep going rather than okay, turn down. You want to
Right,
kind
right,
of
right.
suspend it more, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm,
Yeah,
mm-hmm.
that's
And I
kind of
don't
what I
know.
like to think about.
Yeah, I also think that, oh, especially the younger students, like they want to do like multiple pirouettes right away. And I think it's good to just kind of break it
Yeah,
down. Like work on your passe first, and then after that, work on a clean single pirouette. And then after that, then
yes,
try to like increase your pirouettes instead of just doing like four awful pirouettes that you don't even recognize the
yeah,
position. So, I mean,
exactly.
I
I
see
agree.
that a
Because,
lot.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
especially
totally.
in the younger, yeah, you definitely want to start with less and then build up, because once you get that position, because it really about turning, it's, yeah, it's finding that position. That's
Mm-hmm.
really all it is. It's just kind of, and when you find that nice clean placement, then yeah, then yeah,
Yeah,
I think it's better to build up than kind of backtrack.
right. I think it's because, a
Yeah,
lot of the competition students are, basically expected to do like multiple pirouettes when they're competing. And
right.
so I think you're losing the quality of the turn for the quantity of the turn, which is, I don't know, in my opinion, it's a little bit annoying. Because you
Yeah,
should be able to show like,
especially in classical ballet.
right, right, especially for
Yeah,
classical ballet. You
yeah,
can do that for contemporary. I don't really care so much, but for classical
yeah.
turns, I think it has to be clean and, the right position. It has to have
I
the right
agree.
position. Yeah,
I
totally.
agree. Because yeah, you can turn in a funky position, but yeah, it's gonna be a lot easier if you like find that clean placement too, because it's gonna
Mhm.
take the stress off of yourself as well, because then you know that you can 100% hold it too.
Exactly,
So
exactly. Yeah. My teacher
yeah,
used to say, fight for the passe instead of fight for the turn. So fight for that balance and passe.
yeah, I like that.
So, yeah,
Right. Yeah,
awesome.
that's I like that. That's nice. Yeah,
Great.
I think
Do you
that's
have
helpful.
any other questions or did you get any
Yeah,
other
let's see.
questions? I'm also trying to figure.
Someone. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, no, no, no. Go ahead. No, I'm just trying to figure out what questions
Okay.
I move forward with.
Um, I just have like one more pretty much. Someone just asked how you're staying in shape at home. I mean, we kind of already went over it.
Hmm.
Just taking class, gonna start the stretching program. Lots of rolling out. I've been doing that as well too with my foam
Oh,
roller, so that
nice.
helps.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially before I take bar, I need to do
Hmm.
that.
Right,
Yeah,
right, right, right. No, totally. Yeah, I've been doing kind of the same thing. Like I've been trying to take like two ballet classes a day. Just
nice.
trying to be really disciplined about it. One in the morning, and I'll probably take another class after we're done here. I do yoga every other day. Did a little bit of like high intensity training the last 2 days. I really like it. I feel like it really boosts my stamina. And then once I do that,
That's good.
when I take my class at home, I just feel like a little bit more energized and ready to work. So that's that.
Right.
But yeah, I mean, just trying to. It's not impossible to stay fit during this time. I really believe that it's
No.
possible. You just have
Yeah,
to be very disciplined about it. Like I try to schedule all of my classes ahead of time, so that you
that's
know
good.
I feel like I need to do it.
Yeah, I think it's a matter of finding routine too and kind of getting yourself into that pattern, like how
Mhm,
we all were essentially before we started, kind of
mhm,
keeping that.
mhm,
Yeah,
mhm.
I think
Totally.
that's kind of important. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Well,
is
did
that
you
all
get
you
any
have?
questions? Yeah, I mean the other
Okay.
ones were kind of just like what are your plans for fall and stuff like
Oh.
that, but I don't really know.
We don't
No.
even know how things are when we come out of this thing. I mean, it's like everything is up
No,
in the air. It's very hard to
it
make
is.
plans when you
Yeah.
don't know what's on the other side. So,
Right?
so
I know it's
yeah,
insane.
I actually got a bunch of questions. Oh my goodness. And I'm trying to figure out which one is most important. So the first
Yeah.
question that I got, um, let's see, this person said, can you talk a little bit about your vegan lifestyle? And obviously, both Robbie and I are vegans.
Hmm.
Yay.
Yay.
uh,
Team vegan.
Go vegan. And I think it's probably a good time to also talk about, what we eat every day and just kind of share that with everybody.
Yeah.
and then also like what have we been doing lately to make sure that we stay healthy and you know, boost our immune system. I personally like to eat very simple food. Like I don't like to eat complicated. I mean, first of all, I don't cook. Like I don't have time to
Yeah.
cook. So everything
Yeah.
is super simple for me. But you know, just
Right.
right before I got into this live session, I actually had a huge bowl of broccoli. Typically, I eat a lot of broccoli every day. I eat a lot of bananas
Nice.
every day. Sometimes I do a smoothie when I'm not lazy and I have time. Um, and I eat a lot of mushrooms every day, and kale and collard greens and just like a lot of greens. And
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to think what else I eat every day. I eat like a vegan bar once in a while, but even that I don't really like to eat too much of it because there's a lot of sugar in like protein bars and stuff.
Right.
So I'm trying to like minimize that right now.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've just been eating super clean. Like that's the only way that I know how to stay healthy and feel the best. So how about you, Robbie?
Right. I'm a lazy vegan, so kind of similar. I don't one, I don't like cooking. Two, I'm not good at it. I'm not gonna
Right.
lie. Not good. We've just but we've just been eating pretty simple foods as well. We've been doing like beans and rice with
Mhm,
veggies,
mhm,
sometimes tofu or something like that.
mhm.
Um, what are you eating? Oh, she's eating a veggie burger. Yeah, those. Um, yeah, we've been doing like tostadas, so with like
Mhm,
avocado, beans, tomatoes,
mhm.
salsa, stuff like that. So just pretty basic stuff. Smoothies too.
Right,
Sometimes protein drinks, but I don't like to do those all the time.
right. Yeah.
My mom loves them, but I don't. I don't like them all the time. But yeah, we have what is this? Oh, it's a 7-day sugar detox and a 4-week clean eating challenge. Oh yeah, okay. So we also have a 7-day sugar detox challenge on Academy for
Ooh,
Dance,
nice. Yeah.
and and a 4-week clean eating challenge if anybody's interested in that. So that's
That's
also at
great.
Academy for yeah. So that's another little thing you can do when we
That's
have all of
awesome.
the
I'd
time.
like to do both of that.
Yeah,
I think I'll be able to go
I
through
know.
it.
I think I might do it actually. I forgot that we had it, and I was like, oh, maybe I should do that.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Oh, this is an interesting question. What is the best method of training in your opinion? That was interesting. I had to think about it.
Ooh, so like what
Like what
style or
school?
like
Like Vaganova or Cicchetti or French or Royal Ballet?
yeah.
You know, yeah.
I mean, I'm probably a little biased, but I mean, I grew up training in Vaganova, so like
Right.
that's my favorite, I think, training. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
even when I take classes from a different style, I mean, especially now being older, I love taking all different styles, but
Mm-hmm.
it's always kind of nice to go back to that pure
Mm-hmm.
Vaganova. When I went back and took class at Ellison a couple summers ago, it was really nice. Yeah, I like Vaganova. I think that's my favorite.
Yeah, and I feel like I'm also biased because I did grow up, you know, in just with a Vaganova teacher, and I think that
Yeah.
Vaganova gives a very good clean foundation that you can then that you
Yes.
can Team Vaganova, no doubt they invented perfect. Yeah, yeah, I definitely think
I
that
agree.
I typically can spot Vaganova trained dancers in studios. They have a very
Yeah.
good epaulement. They have very good turnout. So I think that it gives you a good foundation. However, I do think that, you know, like I've been really enjoying taking classes from all these different master teachers, and they have very different system. Like even the guy with the
Hmm.
Hamburg Ballet, I love the, you know, the expansion, like the expansive quality of his movement
Right.
and his combinations, which sometimes in
Yeah.
Vaganova you're very restricted because you have to be super
Yeah,
turned
that's the
out. You have to
thing.
have, yeah, you have to have good placement and everything else. So it can be, you can look like a robot. I look at the Vaganova the younger division, not obviously the people who are
Yeah.
already 18 and already advanced, but even like the
Right.
younger kids at Vaganova classes in Russia, some of them look like they're just, you know, repeating again and again the same thing. And of course you need that for foundation, but once you get that foundation, I think it's good to just kind of branch out and experience other other system. Otherwise,
I agree.
yeah, you are going to be pretty
You
limited. And
get stuck.
especially
Yeah.
in America right now, I mean, you have to be versatile and modern and
Yep.
contemporary. You cannot just like dance classic after classic after classic. Is not even possible
Yeah.
in an American company. So yeah.
Exactly. Even in Europe too. But yeah, I feel like once you get to a certain age with the Vaganova technique, like once I was around like 17-ish or so, I kind of
Mhm.
brought my, I guess, style. It was still Vaganova
Right.
based, but then yeah, I started kind of finding that
Hmm.
how
Hmm.
to kind of expand that movement and find that artistry as well. So, because yeah,
Right.
I think the technique is a good basis, but you also need to have a good variety, especially when
Hmm.
you get older too. Yeah, looking for a
Exactly.
company job.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah.
So the next question that I thought was interesting is what is your opinion about cross training? Like, what kind of cross training do you do? Do we do? And if there's certain types of cross training that we would recommend for younger dancers, not
Hmm.
necessarily like, you know, company dancers or like like mature dancers, but like
Right.
more so for like the younger dancers.
I feel like for the younger dancers, I
Mhm.
feel like again, it's kind of personal to each dancer, but you definitely need to find. A lot of people think you just need to stretch, especially when you're younger, but you
Mhm.
also need to strengthen as well. So I think finding that balance and also kind of finding what exercises you need. Like let's say your turnout needs more help than your back. You kind of just have to find your own routine, I feel like. And that's
Mhm.
why I like our stretching program too, is because you're stretching but you're also conditioning the muscles. So then you get that
Mhm.
nice balance. Because I feel like a lot of people just think, oh, I just need to stretch when I'm not dancing. But you have
Right.
to kind of condition too. Yeah.
Mhm. I love gyrotonic. Yeah,
Yeah, good.
I love it. I love the arch and the curl. I think it does a lot of good for your spine, and especially when you're younger and you want to have,
Hmm.
you know, very strong but flexible spine. I think it's a miracle. I don't know. I
Yeah,
think that's probably at the top of my cross training list. I do
yeah.
yoga a lot. Hot yoga is
I love
great
yoga.
to just make sure
Hmm.
that you stay flexible and warm. So,
Yep.
um, Pilates, I have kind of like, I sometimes I love
Yeah,
Pilates. Sometimes it just depends. I don't think
it depends on what it is.
yeah, yeah, I definitely wouldn't do Pilates when you're injured. Like when I came back from my injury, I actually
No.
just did gyrotonic for a while until I felt like my strength and my body was, you know, kind of like getting back to normal. And then I started
Right.
Pilates again. Um, but yeah, I
Yeah.
think that's it. Swimming is great. I love swimming. I don't
Swimming is
do it
really good.
often enough. I mean, it's good to just
Yeah,
kind of
me
keep
too.
your flexibility and everything in the water. So I work on my extension in the water sometimes. It's because it's much easier. But
Nice.
yeah,
Yeah, you don't hold it.
yeah, I know.
Yeah.
It's like
I
it's
know.
so
I
much
wish it was.
better. Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
Yeah.
Um,
Hot yoga too.
so let's see. Let's take one last question because we cannot go through all the other every question.
I know.
Somebody asked if what are you know what are our next projects or what we're working on, and it's a very hard question to answer because of the current circumstances.
Right. Yeah.
uh, yeah, I mean it's crazy, right? I mean I know. I mean Robbie was you were dancing for Colorado Ballet before this whole thing
Hmm.
happened. And then, so
Yep.
is your season canceled or like how does it work?
Yeah. So essentially, our season was scheduled to end actually next week, April
Mhm.
12th. So, and at the time, the governor of Colorado released a mandate saying that there would be no large
Mhm.
for the next
Mhm.
30 days. And
Mhm.
that ended our season. So yeah, they basically canceled the rest of the season. So
Mhm.
it,
Mhm.
we
Gotta
came
be
in, we had
tough.
rehearsal, and it was weird. So it's done.
So when do you
Yeah.
think that you'll find, like, when will, obviously it's very hard to know when we will find out. I mean, when you will find out if you can go back to Colorado. Um, are you
Yeah,
just
I
like
think a lot of
waiting
it
for?
I'm kind of waiting.
Mhm.
I really don't know what's kind of happening. I mean, in that sense of my life, kind of
Mhm.
just waiting to see. I know a lot of people are in similar positions,
Mhm.
in all different countries, whether they're returning or whether they're kind of like me, they don't know.
Right.
But I guess depending on how the summer goes, we're kind of working on doing some virtual workshops. So maybe like a
Mhm.
virtual summer intensive. We're kind of planning that out. Maybe like one-on-one lessons, whether that's virtually or if we're able to get access to studios again.
Mhm.
So that's kind of like the. And I was supposed to go guest teach, but I don't know if that's happening.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah, it's kind of
everything's
hard.
going. But as
Yeah,
of right
it's
now, I plan on in California. So
yeah. I
yeah.
mean, I'm kind of like on the same boat. I was actually doing a lot of filming before this thing happened, and all of that
Right.
stopped for now. I don't know
Yes,
when
that's
the studio is gonna
kind of
open
on hold.
again.
That's
Yeah,
crazy.
there's just no certainty what's on the other side of this. But in the meantime, we can still
Yeah.
stay positive, stay healthy, and stay fit as much as we can. But yeah, I don't know if there's anything else you want to add, Robbie. I think that's it. I'm not gonna go through the other.
Yeah, I think we kind of covered a lot, and yeah, that's
Mhm.
I get a lot of general questions like that too. So yeah, I don't think so. Yeah, I think it's just a matter of kind of staying connected with each other too, and kind of
Right,
because
right.
we're all in the same position. So I guess that's another, I
That's the
guess,
good news.
highlight to this. Yeah,
Yeah,
that
I mean,
we all
we're
go
all
through
in
it
the
together.
same position on the same boat. Yeah, but there's a lot of
Yeah,
yeah, I've seen a lot of dancers do a lot of um very creative things at home. I've been enjoying
I know.
just looking at different Instagram and like different accounts and see what they're up to. I know that Vadim from the Royal Ballet, he did like a whole variation in his living room, which I thought was not possible, but it was
How?
possible. Yeah, and
That's
he did like the
amazing.
Moiseyev like character classes in his living room. I mean, it's amazing,
Okay.
super entertaining. So
Yeah, it's
yeah,
really great to see what people are doing with it. I know.
I'm
For
glad
me,
that
it's kind of
everybody.
hard because we live.
Yeah,
Go,
no,
go
I'm
ahead.
I'm glad that everybody is kind of moving. So that's a good thing.
Hmm.
Everybody is moving
Yeah, a
in their
lot of
living
people
room.
have.
Yeah.
Yeah, they've gotten into nice routines, which can be hard,
Right.
especially when you're
Right.
not going into like a studio. So it's nice to see that everybody is kind of doing that
Mm-hmm.
together too.
Mm-hmm. Cool. Well, okay, Robbie, let's do this again soon for sure.
Yes, let's do it. We're gonna replay YouTube as well, so
Okay.
I'll put it on my story for 24 hours, and then we'll also upload it to our YouTube channel. So if you're
Right. Yeah.
wondering, yeah,
Awesome. Thank you, guys.
yeah. Thanks for listening. Thank you, Agnes. It was nice talking with
Thank
you.
you, Robbie. Awesome.
Bye.